and I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this video. Like many people in a northern climate, it's important to heat our homes in the wintertime. So if you live out in an old hunting lodge like this, outside of the city limits, you probably don't have a forced air gas heating system. You're going to have either oil, which is extremely expensive, or a beautiful old wood stove or fireplace just like this one. And this is how I generally heat this place in winter, is with wood. Now, wood in itself can be very expensive to have brought in. Sometimes it's $80 to $100 a cord, depending on the source. But what if I can show you a way that you can get an unlimited supply of wood that would normally go to waste for free? I'm talking about old skids or pallets. So in this video, I'm going to spend the next couple of minutes showing you how to get skids and how to process them and how to heat your home for free in the winter. First thing we need to do is get skids before we can break up the skids. So here I am at a skid yard, and there's these kind of yards all over the world. Anytime you have an industrial area, you're going to have waste skids. Some places will even put them on the truck for you. But me, I'm just going to put them on myself, load them up into my trailer, tow them home, and cut them up. So now I got all my skids home, the next thing I need to do is cut them up. In order to do that, you're going to need two separate tools, at least for the method that I use. The first tool you're going to need, and it's probably the most important, is this. This is a skill saw. You're going to set the blade just enough to get into your, bite into your skid, and you're going to use this to do the bulk of your work. Once you're finished sawing all the plates, and you'll see all those little planks in just a second, you're going to use this to take the stress off the other blade to cut all the big 2x4s. And it's a pretty simple instrument to use. You're just going to pull on the blade and pull it down. Anyways, let's get started on the method that I use for ripping skids. So my first step is I'm going to take my saw and I'm going to cut this line. Right here, I got my hearing protection on. I've got my eye protection on, so I'm going to rip her through. Step 2, going to make a cut along here. Step number 3, I'm going to cut these guys. Just going to move this skid over, and look at this. I've got lots of wood planks already here. I can take all these, I can stack them all up, and I can just put them away, because these are now ready and processed for me to burn right in my fireplace. So step 4 is this cut right here. So I got all of these beautiful planks, and again, you're going to get material. You're going to get oak, and you're going to get mahogany, and you're going to get, I've even had skids made out of blue or purple heart from Mexico. This is pine. You're going to get an unlimited amount of wood. It's beautiful. All kinds of variants. Great, great for burning in your stove. Now I'm just going to move my saw here and move any other pieces of wood that I didn't move. The next step is to get the underside of the skid ripped up. So we're just going to take it, flip it right over. There we go. Next step, I'm going to cut all of these right here, and then this skid is almost done. So now that I have the skid all broken up, I'm going to be left with pieces like this. These big, huge 2x4 pieces. They're great for burning. They burn an awful long time. Again, you can get these made out of everything from pine to oak to cedar. It totally depends on what you can get when you get your skids, which are all free, as I said earlier. So we're going to use this big saw. This is called a miter saw, and we're just going to tear through them, cut them up into some small bits, and that's it. Our firewood is processed and ready to be burned. You can see all the wood that we have. Beautiful, beautiful planks of all kinds of wood, from common pine to exotic hardwoods. You can see there's no nails in any of this stuff. It's all really good quality stuff. I've burnt this sort of stuff in my this kind of wood for years and years and years, even growing up. You know, you could take the 2x4 pieces. Again, they burn for a nice long time, and they burn really great in your fireplace. You will get some nails though, but that's okay. It just goes into the ash and you can throw it outside. So all in all, a really great way to make use of something that is industrial scrap and waste. So you're actually helping the planet when you grab all this stuff to burn it. And it's a really easy method to use. You know, it takes 5-10 minutes at the very, very most to rip a skid down to this. I stack it up in my home and I burn it at my fireplace, just like you saw in the beginning of this video. So I want to thank you very much for watching this film. I'm the Wolfman. Please consider subscribing!